was free, but I did trade in my.
Oh, like, well, that's why I started looking at my phone. It's like, I gotta
I'm gonna-
I gotta, before the mayor slaps it for being told.
I'm gonna go by what I have.
Yes, sir.
If my neighbor, I'd be all right.
Here.
I said, well, I was loving one of them. Staples. So, it was the biggest one I've ever seen. And got excited. And dude, it had in his mouth was from my elbows, my fingers, and that's how painful it is. And I almost had a heart attack. I was
Yeah, I
like,
can tell you it's for a long.
and he was like, it wasn't trying to fight here, but it's air.
Miss Hall, we okay? Good evening, everybody. It is my pleasure to call the August 11th, 2025 meeting of the Dayton Town Council to order at exactly 6 p.m. I'd like to remind everyone there is a sign-up sheet at the entrance for those who are interested in speaking during tonight's public comment portion of tonight's meeting. Ms. Hall, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Hensley,
Here.
Mr. Dijak,
Present.
Ms. Pennell,
Present.
Mr. Cockburn,
Present.
Ms. Estes,
Here.
Mr. Sager,
Present.
Mayor Lee.
Present.
He's present.
Thank you very much. If I could have everyone now to join me for invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Lord, we thank you for allowing a day for us to be together and for the betterment of our town. We come to you today with a heart full of gratitude for the ability to reason and get along and do things in the right way. We have that ability. Today we pray that we use that ability in all that we do. We send extra prayers for people that keep us safe. We send extra prayers for people that protect us. We send extra prayers for people to find a way to not have the challenges of hunger, and and help us be the reason that someone gets ahead. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We have a short list, it looks like tonight. I need a motion to approve the minutes for the regular town council meeting of July 14th, 2025, and the special called meeting of July 2nd, 2025.
So moved.
Second. Mr. Dijak, motion on the floor by Mr. Dijak, seconded JD. Yes, sir. JD Sager. Any amendments, questions? And I almost said Miss Wade already. Miss Hall, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Dijak,
Aye.
Ms. Estes,
Aye.
Mr. Sager,
Aye.
Mr. Hensley,
Aye.
Mr. Cockburn,
Aye.
Ms. Pennell,
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you very much. And since we have no action items for this evening, we will go directly into the public comments. But before we do that, we want to recognize Captain Ramsey and Lauren. The last time they were here, Captain Ramsey he went right into action. And so we're pleased that he's here. Captain Ramsey, if you have a few words for us, maybe you could give us an update. And if we have any questions for you, we'll do that at this time, sir. No.
About that much, and then he must, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it went. Yeah.
Working alongside it with Edwards Large years ago, and it is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lauren.
Good evening, like you said, I'm Captain Ray. You know, go on rundown, personal note, married for 26 years, have 2 daughters, both in college. I today on Originally was my goal was to, come seek out any information y'all had on the history of the original Dayton station. We got a little bit more of that, and always if you come across anything, I'd be more than happy to take it. We're going to try to incorporate something of the history in the station, so people that visit the station will know the history of the Dayton Fire Department from many years past. And luckily, my other 2 officers that are going to be in the station with me are big history buffs as well. And we just enjoy the history of the fire service in general, but the history of Dayton itself is amazing too. So it's neat to see them intertwined, and hopefully we can have some type of good account of that history there in the station. As far as the station's going, it is, as I'm sure you've seen recently, pretty blossomed a lot here lately. It's a lot of months we were looking at. Doesn't look like they're doing anything. The projected completion date is January, February right now, but we're obviously at the mercy. We've got a lot of rain this year. So the mercy of that, hopefully we can still hit that. But also on the other side of that, the county has 26 people in training right now that will help fulfill the staffing requirements for that station. So it's a big lift. We've never done that many people, and so getting them out of training into the field and released to operate is something that we're going to be working through. But weather dependent, I mean, it could be, I wouldn't think it'd be any later than April, May, somewhere in there, but we'll see. So, but other than that, if you've got any questions for me, I'll do my best to help answer them.
Does anybody have any questions? Here's what I did notice. I noticed they're starting the wall closest to 42.
Yeah.
And well, I thought of something different. I thought it was a shade wall. So because that sun, it's road noise down
Yeah.
and the sun coming up, but
So it'll make better sense, like the wall that is there when the station was made, that is a firewall, that way. On that roadside, there will be a red.
Mhm.
And some storage room with all the block and all concrete on top of. Or heavy load. Using that for maybe training. On that purpose.
What? It looks like it's coming along very well.
Well done there. And, yeah, Captain, thanks again for coming out for round 2. And again, fingers crossed,
Yep.
nothing's been called yet. Okay. I think I told you there. Yeah, exactly. I think I told you, you made it the case in point why we need the station here, that night. So, and just refresh our memory too, because I know we got 3 bays, there. Can you just give us a rundown? I know, Mary Lee and I saw the equipment or got a rundown of that for the sign unveiling, but can you just, for everyone's benefit, let us know what the
So
equipment's.
yeah, we'll have a engine staff, 3 personnel all the time, an ambulance, 2 people on it, and then we'll also have the county hazmat truck there. Due to us hazmat truck. February is all paint shop right now, it should always be serviced by the time. So we'll get over the.
Yeah.
We're running out of a 1996. I think battery truck, whatever. So, we've been needing an upgrade for a while. Sorry about that. This is a lot more. Like the generator, air capacity. So, usually with all the money that they get from the, that's one of our biggest problems, with our hazmat team. They utilize us basically as their hazmat team, they, the insurance, the different regulations they have. So, being able to, they also have us go training, so we'll be right there, hearing them for all that.
Did y'all have a chance to talk to the Rocktown ladies to see if they can help you with the historical stuff? They might be able to find some things for you.
Yeah, it's vacation season and, we transitioning, I've been, floating around the county.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I down in that hole, get there, and sit down, I want to go with them.
That's cool, yeah. That's, yeah, that's good. And I'll give a shout out to Cheryl too for getting some of the research after that first meeting there to, some of the history there. So that's, yeah, there you go. So that is really cool to pay homage there. And yeah, as Emily said too, yeah, Rocktown's a good resource too. Well,
Those are one of the original home parks. There is.
oh.
Yep.
We have a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We could always have Brian ask. Set
Yeah,
set a date for firehouse.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll horse trade that in the lake for, you know. Yeah.
Still bring 'em.
But I can leave my contact information.
Oh.
Y'all have.
Yeah.
Like I said, as days get closer and all the houses grow, I'll be back with other people.
I can't wait for that. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Ready to move in, but.
So it's a fully staffed firehouse, not a volunteer fire. So, okay.
So the county has not yet implemented a volunteer program at the county station. I know our chief is shooting, coming into the combination. You know, help me get it.
Right.
But with all there's plenty of places to volunteer in the county right now, so we're encouraging them to help Bridgewater and over hill and those, there's plenty of places to keep those up the road.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely.
I'll check.
You didn't have to run off this time. That works out good.
Yeah.
Works good.
You might curse him. Yeah. Don't jinx it.
I am looking at the,
Bye, sir. Have a good.
I mean,
Yeah,
thank you,
guys.
thank you, Lauren, thank you, Captain. I'm looking at the list for the, public comment. And there's not anybody signed up for that. So it looks like we can move right on to the staff reports, starting with, Mr. Bourne.
A few things in addition to what's in the report in your packet. As I think I've updated already, but I'll just say this for the record. We
Mhm.
did get to submit the SCRC SCID full grant application. That was submitted
That's awesome.
on the 18th. Early in the morning, not 1 minute before midnight. I can assure you of that. I was asleep then. It was for the design and engineering portion of that project. Rockingham County is a transitional, it's defined as a transitional area, which means that, there's just pockets of areas of poverty or whatever. So the required match for that is 50%.
Mhm.
But the grant application, we maxed that out and our request was for $147,500. So hopefully we can leverage the funds we do have with this grant so that we can reserve those others and push them forward to the construction or something else that regardless, we'll be able to move forward with the project as far as design. On Saturday, August 16th, we have a summer concert of horror, nothing fancy. And the food truck is Cosmic Smoke and Barbecue. That's an interesting name. And I did attend National Night Out on August 5th. I'll let the chief elaborate on that. That was a great event. Very good turnout. I think the families there had lots of fun, lots of kids running. The donut contest, I still have a stomach. Let's see, we've got the Virginia Retirement System audit was completed by Brown and Edwards. We got a clean, unmodified report for our FY 25 audit of the retirement system. Yes, the auditors for our financial fiscal year 25 audit will be back in town the week of September 8th to complete that process. They're on site for that. They've already done their preliminary audit on 7. And we've also finished another audit, right? Christopher Porter's comp. So we go through 3 audits, aren't we lucky? Let's see, the 45th annual date days is October 4th. And thanks to Christine Wade's hard work, Cargill's platinum sponsor for that event. So she secured that sponsorship. We're happy and thrilled to have them on board. And then Friday, August 15th, the town hall will be pressure washed, cleaning up some of the cobwebs and stuff all over needs to be done. Town hall will be open during regular hours. However, the drive-through or other entrances may be temporarily closed if they're working in that area. So just be mindful of that. We'll have signs. This notice was posted on social media today to let everyone know. If you're visiting, park in the spaces farthest from the building so you don't get sprayed or anything on the cars. We don't want any of that to happen. And of course, if you have any questions, just call us here at City Hall, 504-879-2241 about how to get in or whatever.
Okay.
I think that's all of my notes for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Chief Trout for the police department. It's not working? Does that mean you have to talk real loud?
So. Right, so,
There we go.
technical difficulties.
That's all right.
Always.
So you all have my report. Usually I say if you have any questions, I'll let y'all do that, but I'll go ahead and speak tonight since it's a quick council meeting, so I'll take up some time. National Night Out was a great event, well attended. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I'd like to thank our sponsors. It was a fun event, as it usually is. I will highlight, there's some project updates that aren't on my report that kind of have come ahead here recently. The MDTs, the mobile data terminals for the cars, we're replacing those this year as the older ones have started to run through their life cycle. We did receive the grant for that. I don't have my notes on exactly how much, but it paid for the majority of the computers, which those will be in the cars and put into use probably about 2 weeks. So I just got all the software uploaded and picked that stuff up today. We did get approval. Our 599 grant funds were approved today. We got the email today for that. That's funds from the state to help localities. It was just under $43,000 that we received, and that's based on size and population. And then, so that's what I got on projects. Any questions on those things I just discussed before I move on?
Thanks for being like a grant guru guy.
Yeah.
Well,
You always do very well with the grants.
I appreciate it. Yeah, anything I can do to help reduce spending, I'll just try to do. So, so I do want to hit on last council meeting. We had two citizens who had an issue brought up in South Breeze with speeding and the Jake breaks. I'm not going to really hit on Jake breaks. That's a VDOT decision, has nothing to do with us in the town. There's nothing we can do about it. So they're going to have to take that up with VDOT. But as far as the speeding goes, I put up what we call a smart stat system. We attach it to a power pole up there. I put it on the main entrance, about halfway up the road. And, I collected 10 days of data. So it runs for about 10 days before it has to be recharged. So I got 10 full days of data. So in those 10 days, I put it in on Monday, July 28th, and then Wednesday, August 6th is when we went and picked it up to download everything. During that time frame in 10 days, there was 9,157 vehicles that traveled in and out of the main road going into South Breeze, which is Stonecroft Drive.
You said 9,000?
Yeah, 9,157 vehicles have
Good
either
grief.
come in or gone out. Okay.
Wow.
Approaching traffic, which is traffic coming in from Mason Street, was 3,887 vehicles. And then leaving the neighborhood was 5,270 vehicles. Okay. So in 10 days of data, the 85th percentile, which is 85% of the vehicles that are coming and going from South Breeze, were at 19 miles per hour, and the speed limit is 25. So, and then looking through that, obviously, there were speeders that went through there, but out of the 9,157 vehicles, there was 6 vehicles that would have been at a speed that a police officer would stop them for. 6. That's it.
That's great.
So in the grand scheme of things, is there a speeding problem in the neighborhood? No, the data shows that there's not. I also spent 2 days, random days in there, and ran radar myself and visually had done it. So it wasn't just a radar system collecting data.
Mhm.
I got 0 speeders when I sat in there for 2 days. And I didn't sit there for a full 2 days. I would sit there for an hour here, leave, come back later for an hour. So I did morning time and afternoon time.
Mhm.
And I typically sat when it was people coming and going from work, when I get the most traffic. I didn't want to sit there in the middle of the day where there's nobody coming or going. So, the average speed was 14 miles per hour. So that was the average speed.
Hmm.
So, I understand sometimes people who don't have the training that we do, for radar and LiDAR, visually, things can look like they're going faster than they are, especially with the bigger vehicles. Bigger vehicles actually look like they're going faster than what they are just because of size. So I did want to let you all know that we did address that issue that was brought up, and that's where we're at. So do you have any questions on that information I just provided?
So 10 days of data at 9157, that would be a little less than 1,000 vehicles. Average of the 10 days.
Correct. If you wanted to average it. And so that included,
It's a public road that people.
yeah, it's a public roadway, so we can't say people can't utilize it. And I can't tell you from this if it was people who live in the neighborhood or people who were cutting through, but there was no construction going on in that area during those 10 days. And that's also weekday traffic and weekend traffic.
Okay.
And then multiple cars per household.
Correct.
Teenage drivers, mothers doing errands, running back and forth. So it's easy to have those trips.
Mhm.
Correct.
Chief, just help with, that's great data too. I mean, that's always good to be able to have that. And I mean, we were only talking about 6 vehicles, trigger. Hey, I'm impressed that most of the 85% are under the speed limit. So that's
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
my shop.
Did you have observe? I know you did test this out too, but I'm suspecting. I wonder if maybe there's concern about residual impact along Mason Street there too, because I know I hear that every now and then about where we come down to 35 and not everyone's necessarily abiding by that right in that stretch.
So I have not, I mean, I have officers that will sit in that stretch of road occasionally.
Right.
It's not very productive because we do have the, the speed sign. We
Right.
got approved from VDOT. It says, slow down, it blinks, slow down, and then it says thank you when you're going speed. I've met with VDOT over the last couple of years, multiple times.
Right.
About trying to push the speed back 35 west of Limestone to have a start there.
Right.
Because we have the hill and then the
Yeah.
curve. So I've met with them multiple times. They brought out their own stealth stat system. And they're the same way. VDOT 100% goes by data.
Yep.
If the data says something, they're not changing it unless the data says it needs to be changed. And I probably met with them 4 times in person out there, and we observed traffic together. There was even times where I met with them and there was a horse and buggy, 18-wheeler, a tractor, and bicycles all at the same time coming through that road. And I said, that's the issue we have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's still, they're not gonna push it back. I was told once they start building the new neighborhood that they would probably revisit it to lower the speed to 35 further back, just because now you're bringing in more traffic.
Right.
Coming and going. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So just so people know, I meet with VDOT frequently. If somebody brings up something to me, I will get with VDOT. We'll go out and we'll observe it. We'll pull data. We'll enforce speeding, whatever it may be. So we do everything we can to try to make it better for the people who live here and travel to and from. So
Appreciate it. I think that's good information for residents to be aware of it. Yeah, how much you are on top of it. Thank you.
Chief, there wasn't a new law or something passed. I don't know if something about y'all had the right to like change the speed limits or something. The police or something in the town.
no, so VDOT controls it unless you maintain your own roads.
Oh, that's what they're talking.
Yeah, so like Bridgewater, they maintain their own roads, which means they have to pay to repave. They decide the paving schedule. Where we work with VDOT, they pay for it. They maintain it. They control the speed limits. If I wanted to put a sign up, I have to go to them, tell them what kind of sign I want put up, and then they have to approve it.
Yeah, that's why Danny has some in the storage.
Correct. Yeah, and
We
and we
tried to
have-
put one down on College.
yeah, and Brian and I were in the storage, sign storage building back there, and there is signs in there for no jailbreak.
Hmm.
So at one time years ago, I know I've heard people say that there was signs before. There was. They were illegal. We legally could not put them up.
Told to take that.
Yeah, but
Interesting,
VDOT, this is
okay.
before our time here, obviously, but they were told to take them down.
Huh.
So we have the signs, we just can't use them.
Huh.
So-
Danny bought some and then they wouldn't let him put them up.
Interesting.
Put one down on College Street.
This mechanism you use back there, is it belong to the town?
No, I borrowed this from Bridgewater.
Okay.
So, and this is a,
Well, let me make a statement. I'll pay the power bill, put it on our corner. And see if there ain't 25% of the people never stop that sign right there. And we got new kids in the neighborhood. And it's getting point, somebody's gonna get killed.
yeah, and we've had officers go out there for the stop sign before. The problem is that, when they see a police officer, they're gonna stop. The
Yeah.
problem is we have no place to
Uh,
really hide. I don't want to say hide, but sit to where we can observe what really occurs there without being seen.
Well, last evening, we were sitting in the porch, and there was about 6 or 7 cars come from somewhere back in here. And none of them stopped,
Just
They
ran
all
right through
run
something?
Right through,
Yeah.
yeah, right on hell.
Well, and this,
They'll fly down that old hill. My neighbor she'll chase them. Chris Ware. She gets up, so she's been had her
I
people
don't
lose
know
their
why
animals.
people seem to
kids
think
everywhere.
that
They be
stop sign
fine.
don't mean.
yeah. Well, and again, this system is not going to tell you whether they stop or not. All it's doing is recording speeds. So
Okay.
that's all it's going to tell you.
Put a fake camera and I think they're getting a picture of it.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I could do that.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, there is a camera down on that road. that I borrowed from Harrisonburg for another thing we were working on,
Yeah, I
so.
mean, I know it's a broken record for me personally about it. But with the number of kids we're getting in our neighborhood again, it's getting very hazardous for them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And a lot of them aren't from here. You don't really. They're just out playing and they don't understand to like, especially the ones by your house. It seems they don't
Well, they moved. Once
pay it. Oh,
cross
those
street
left.
moved, but Shanice and his sister live on Thompson. And then Izzy lives up the street. She's a little girl too, but they're always out there on their bicycles.
Yeah, and again, we go out there and do what we can. At the end of the day, we gotta be there to catch them. So, and it could be something that we set up, somebody comes and sits on the porch in the rocking chair there and an officer's down the road, and we just call them out. And we stop the person, give them a ticket, and then the person who observed it all has to go testify in court. I've done that before. So it could be something we can look at doing too in the future, so.
Or spike strip.
Yeah, spike strips. We do have spike strips, but
JD, we got something.
If you
for
don't
Janet.
stop, it goes.
We got something for Janet to do now.
so.
Yeah, don't sit out there and catch her. She'll call you. Give her a walk and talk.
Okay, I know
Sit out there with
other-
her coffee.
I'm sure there's other intersections in Dayton it's similar to, but of course, living there, you notice it more in lower end.
Yeah.
Cause it's got bad.
Yeah, and school's about to start, so we're gonna end up getting a lot of complaints from the Ashby Street with the traffic backup and things like that. But we have a traffic pattern in place that I created with the principal a couple years ago. Him and I went together, we observed traffic patterns and figured out the best way to solve that problem, and we did.
So
So
y'all-
we have it in place. It's emailed out every year to the parents. And it's,
Y'all fix that issue that was up at the high school? Or well, I guess it's the junior high now.
yeah, everything, yeah, we resolved all that stuff, but we work a lot with the school during that time to make, because we have walkers, we have a unique traffic pattern here with walkers,
Sure.
buses, bicyclists going to
Right.
school, so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, some,
Are you or Brian going to follow up with O'Donnell, you and Showwater on the outcomes?
yeah, I don't know which one, we'll discuss it and we'll figure out who's gonna call them and let them know.
Or send them a letter? I think that'd be better. That way they have something documented.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yep, I'll get with Brian tomorrow and we'll discuss it.
Thanks.
Good. Anything else for Chief Trout?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Bowen, for anything in legal counsel?
I wanted to update you on the Dominion franchise that we have discussed previously. The update is that I have absolutely no update.
I wanted to know if you beat that woman.
We are waiting on Dominion. So I'll let you know when I hear something.
That's so exciting.
That's the update.
That's the update.
That's the update.
Does it mean they're gonna get their way, whatever?
Well, now, is it
No, no, no,
OBE? Is it OBE now that the guys have moved on, or
I'm sorry.
is it OBE? OBE, overcome by events, because the guys already been here and they moved on, the ones that were stringing lines?
Don't think so. They don't have permission to have fiber lines in the town. I can't speak personally as to whether they strung any fiber lines in poles, but if they did, they should.
They did ask, but they were told no.
Okay, because I was gonna say they had them marked. That USA, that's what that stands for, is we're gonna have to hit those
They,
lines.
they were not supposed to put any
Huh.
lines up.
Maybe check and make sure they did.
Because they were parked over at Silver Lake at the pump house, and they were operating out of there, they had their trucks.
They were told not to.
Maybe they just hit the roundabout county area.
It is possible. I spoke with people involved with the project that didn't seem to think that there was a great need that they run those lines through the town, that perhaps they could go around. All of which is completely fine with us. I mean, ultimately, the town is going to need to renew an electricity franchise in a couple of years regardless. So, the urgency of the situation was really something that Dominion was bringing to the table. With really no urgency from my perspective on behalf of the town.
Might be good to look at other opportunities. Yeah, that's what I figured, because those boys were everywhere.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Bowman. Mr. Dijak, welcome home.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good to be home. There you go. I'll update. Yes, no major updates there. The finance, it sounds like, again, with the new fiscal year in play here, thanks to our treasurer for closing things out and starting things back up and going between audits. And again, clean, unmodified audit means all good. So that's good for VRS, and hopefully we'll have the same fate here. I know in September, I guess, we'll have Brown Edwards out to start the FY 24-25 audit. In the meantime, I know we'll be looking at probably the latter part of the month to schedule a finance committee meeting, but no further updates this time.
Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Pennell, personnel.
We did not meet since our appointment, which was made last meeting, but we look forward to setting our schedule for our first meeting coming up.
All right. Thank you very much. We're moving right along. At this time, we'll have some, if any of the council members have, comments, and while you're gathering your thoughts, I'm gonna go first. Mr. Trout, I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of the, National Night Out. That was fun. It's always nice to kind of hang out with you guys and, play a little music in the background. And, I want to remind everybody, to whoever's listening to us, near, far, in our town, surrounding areas, we have, all the high schools are either just started or getting ready to start. JMU's got new families coming into town. And I'd just like to remind everybody to, please be aware of that, be careful, be patient, and, just be aware that school's back in. There's a different traffic pattern back in high school. There's new drivers, that haven't been driving before. My grandson was riding with a new driver and what is that Life 360 thing? His mom kind of checked, they were going a little bit faster than they were supposed to. So that was an interesting phone call. So just be aware that there's new drivers and people not following the rules of what you're supposed to be doing. So a lot of back to school traffic, and I'll just remind everybody to be safe. Also on my little notes is September for all. This is for the guys, this is for the fellas. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And I don't know if that's a big deal, but it's a big deal for some people. But just be aware of that. And now I'll shut up and I'll let anybody else have any comments. Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a few. First, I want to say thanks to town staff for
Yeah.
working on that infrastructure development grant. I know that took a lot of time and effort into it, and I know we probably won't hear for another month or so, but okay, yeah, it's still, I know that took a lot of time and effort, so thank you all for working on that.
Mhm.
The second thing I did want to touch on was something that was brought up last month about kind of like that farmer's market downtown. Any more discussion on that has come up since then? I know it's probably too late at this point in the time of year, but is there a way that we could start having this conversation now for next year?
There's
perhaps?
another group that's having that conversation already.
So that's already going on.
They're already planning or organizing.
Okay.
What group that happens, so.
What group? Your staff?
No.
It's the Experience Historic Dayton Group. It's a collection of historic nonprofits that are in place to do this. So that would be Rocktown History, Silver Lake Mill, Fort Harrison, and the Virginia Quilt Museum.
Very good.
Do we know if Fred's still researching whether he's gonna set up anything in the market for farmer's market again? We talked about that before.
I heard anything.
I'm not aware of any.
No, I haven't seen
updates.
it.
Yeah, either, you know, well,
Not aware of anything.
I'll go ask. Come to these haircutters. My guy's not cutting hair, so.
yeah, well, and I'd like to jump on the bandwagon. I counted about 100 folks there the other night, give or take, because they were all coming and going at different times. And it was good to see the kids running around and having a good time and a safe place. The park looked good, and that's, I'll leave that, but, so thanks to the, Public Works for taking care of that, getting it all looking good. Chief and his police officers did a phenomenal job, and it was good to see the Rockingham County Sheriff deputies there as well. So it was a lot of fun. And that one little girl was smart. She smashed those 3 donuts flat. Oh, he was
She
smart.
learned it from me last year. Just seen what's his face, his eyes pop when I shoved it in my mouth. But nice DJing, Sam.
Yeah, it was good.
Appreciate the smooth tunes. Great food. Good job, Chief. Should like hold it extra. But they're like the fun ones. Should do like a flavor.
So how many shells are in your jar?
Oh, yeah, no kidding. There was 3,000. Oh, man. But 2025.
Really?
Holy cow balls. That's insane.
Wow.
So did the people that guess it, do they get to keep the bullets? They got the grill. I would have been, you could have kept it. You could have kept the grill. I would have.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that's
Really?
so amazing. Wow.
Oh, my, good
I
grill.
wanted to put 3,000 something, but I thought that's crazy that night.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Well,
No food, definitely. in there.
wow. Well, I'll echo all their comments. Thanks again, Chief. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm sorry. My alibi was we were doing the same thing at National Night Out that night. So I appreciate what you're all doing because that is a fun event. So, and I'm glad it just gets the word out and emphasizes community policing. So thanks for that, the grants. And then someone mentioned about experience, the history group. I did want to mention too, we've got, well, we got a lot of excitement coming up in the fall here, but while you're at, I would encourage everyone to at Rocktown History, this is the plug. They've got besides the coffee mills every second and fourth Thursdays, we've got the the fourth Friday of August. So that's August 22nd and the fourth Friday in September 26th from 5 to 7. The museum will be open later. It's a great way. They've got different
That is
events,
awesome.
different themes and exhibits open. It's a great way. If you haven't been or haven't been in a while, come and get acquainted. I think it's good. This is our whole county and city history museum right here in Little Old Dayton. So
I got a chance,
that's my shameless plug for the.
I got a chance to sit with the Councilman Hensley
Yes.
at the last coffee mill. My schedule won't allow me to go this week, but I absolutely plan on going to the one later on this month. But
Absolutely.
that, if you haven't been, that is nice. That is nice to attend. That coffee mill is nice.
I'll definitely.
Um,
And while we're on coffee, last thing I'll note, if you get free coffee there, but when you want to pay for some good coffee, welcome Bridgewater Coffee.
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
exciting news. And again, we've got some great cafes and coffee shops right here in town. So just adds to it.
On that because I went down there, couldn't find coffee anywhere on that list. And I didn't understand half of the stuff that was.
Drip, just go drip. There you go.
Just, any of,
The old picture of you downtown.
oh,
But it's the old White House. Okay.
thank you. Any other, any
Yeah,
other
I noticed
comments?
something yesterday,
Yes, sir.
coming from on 81, I got on at Cracker Barrel going south. There's a great big sign on 81 that says historical downtown Dayton from
Yeah.
81. When you come off the ramp. Yeah, did I miss something?
No,
It's like it don't go nowhere.
yeah, you get off the ramp and you're like, do I turn right?
Yeah, do a turn right, do a turn left. But if you come down to the light and come down 11, like you're on the fairgrounds, you get to that light, it feeds you right into Bridgewater
Right.
off of that road. Should it not be down to, what's that church right there past the fairgrounds, that road?
I know what you're talking about.
You
Yeah,
come over the hill to here instead of
sure.
funneling you into Bridgewater.
Yeah, it brings you up, looking up, correct.
Well, I don't know, it should feed you right to Marshall's, and you think, oh, this must be good, and you just go into there.
Yeah.
Then you
So
get
it
there.
feels like they're taking you to the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly, yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't know what's the VDOT signs or Dayton sign. No, that makes sense.
It might be VDOT, but, the History Center with their, partial of taking care of the information, might be that they're.
I think it is actually to be that side as far as I'm wrong.
We can move it, no problem.
Well, note taken, note taken.
We're moving the old tanker from the Harrisonburg and we're moving the signs at.
Yeah, there we go. It just
The
moved.
signs that leads to Bridgewater
Yeah,
instead of Dayton.
I like when, Mr. Bourne is down there taking notes just as fast as we're talking. Any other comments from council?
Two quick comments. One, I wanted to also thank Chief as well for the wonderful work and everyone else, but also wanted to say that August is National Wellness Month. And was just thinking about some of the aspects of wellness in regards to some of the things that we may be interested in doing in the future, whether it's even some of our mental health awareness months and things like that. Keeping in mind, of course, the therapist background for myself thinks about that, but even with our community, I think it's something to keep in mind, especially with just what's, the stresses that we deal with and people deal with day to day. Other thing too is I serve as the board president for a publication called Anabaptist World. I send you the link, but it is particularly focusing on the Mennonite Anabaptist community, which is a theology. We have opportunity to possibly have our town in the magazine if we're interested to highlight some of the Mennonite community and heritage that's here. And of course, I'm advocating for that, but wanted to, again, I'll bring that to further discussion as a possibility if that'd be something that we may be interested in looking at that for 2026 future edition.
Oh, very good. Okay. That'd be
And
helpful.
we definitely have a lot to highlight and have our heritage, a strong heritage that we can expand to the broader Anabaptist Mennonite community. I think would be great. for
I'm
us.
guessing we'll be bending your ear for some more information on that. So yeah, thank you.
Maybe Cheryl, I had a good conversation not too long ago about the old ordinance, right,
Absolutely,
and how they're fading away a little bit.
that's right,
And for us, that's a huge part of Dayton's
that's right.
history, especially sitting on the front porch and listening to the cooking clock going up and down the street.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're dealing with that even within the Mennonite church, the Anabaptist community about what's happening with the old order Mennonites and new generations and things. So we talk about that a lot within that publication. But I think it'd be great to maybe highlight some things or at least connect in that way.
At least connect. Yeah. Very good. Awesome. Thank you very much. Any other comments? Before we go to, go to the next item, the only other comment I'll make is, I had in the area of keeping up with what's going on in the town, I had an awesome breakfast, with Mr. Gary Corder. Somehow it lasted 2 hours, but it was fun, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned how much I appreciated that.
Yeah, I
And-
appreciate that. Thank you very much for saying that. And I wanted to bring up too, I would like to meet with each council member and just go over some priorities that you would like to see in the town. I know I haven't gotten there yet. There's been some other things that have come up here and there, but yeah, it's on my agenda to do and you will be hearing from me soon.
But thank you for that. It was enjoyable and look forward to doing it again.
And it's Fair Week.
Yeah.
It's fair week. Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, have
Memphis
fun.
packed right now.
Just so no one need to give Jordan his plug here today.
Oh, my gosh.
Visit the fair.
Okay.
It's fair.
Well, state, okay, credit for avoiding.
Okay, do we have no unfinished business, to discuss tonight? Do we have any new business, to discuss tonight? And if not, at this time, we need to move into a closed session as authorized by Virginia Code Section 2.2 3711A8 for consultation with legal counsel employed or retained by the town regarding specific legal matters requiring the provision of legal advice by such counsel. Subject matter of the closed session is matters relating to zoning administration. Need a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Dijak, motion on the floor by Mr. Dijak. I need a second.
Second.
Who said that?
Me second, yeah.
Any discussion? Roll call, Ms. Hall?
Mr. Dodger.
Aye.
Canal. Aye. Mr. Hensley.
Aye.
Mr. Comer.
Aye.
Festus. Sager.
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. We are now,
Add to that, that we're going to stop the, remote participation.
okay, all right. Thank you very much. We are now in closed session as of 6:50 PM.
Right? I saw the note you sent. The state. In July, I didn't.
Oh, and I saw there's a picture on the, I think it's on the, newsletter, for example, that, correct? About what they, on.
All good, Ms. Hall? All right, I think we need a motion to adjourn the closed session.
Motions.
Mr. Dijak, motion on the floor by Mr. Dijak.
Second.
Mr. Hensley, second. Any discussion?
Nope.
Do we need a roll call? All in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Estes voted aye.
You're talking, baby, sorry. When it's my turn to say, let's go home, holler.
Motion passes. At 7:25. With respect to the just concluded closed session and to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from the opening meeting requirements under the Freedom of Information Act, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened, were heard, discussed, or considered in a meeting by the council. Now I need a roll call.
Mr. Sager.
Aye.
Ms. Pennell. Aye. Mr. Cockburn.
Aye.
Mr. Hensley.
Aye.
Ms. Estes.
Aye.
Mr. Dijak.
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. Thank you very much. And now I need a motion to adjourn this evening's meeting.
Oh, yes, I do.
Ms. Estes,
Plotting his third baby over here. Sorry, what?
Can you strike that from the minutes?
Yeah.
Ms. Estes.
Second it, I mean, we can hurry this along.
Yeah, thank you.
Seconded by Mr. Cockburn.
Discussion?
All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned.
So. Now about that third baby. No.
Wow, okay. We have a signal.